mean, I've heard a lot of people say he's a fan of the culture, and you know what I'm saying. He's not really a product of the culture,
Okay.
and
All right. I'll
I don't,
answer that part.
and I don't, you know what I mean, because hip hop has gone international, so it's and he is, you know what I mean, he's international, so he caters to a whole lot of different, you know, spectrum of fans. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
not like a kid. He's not a kid. Even if he was a kid that came from he was if he came from where's pops from Tennessee or wherever,
Memphis.
Memphis, and he grew up there, and and he was rapping from a perspective of not a gangster or whatever, or talking about a narrator of his friends or whatever, things like that. And he sang his hooks and shit like that. Would it be different? I believe so. I believe so.
So
But
he has to be from America?
I'm just telling
No,
you.
no, no.
I'm just.
Well, I don't know about that part. I
I
don't know
mean,
about
I'm
he has
look.
to be from America, but
I'm saying
he is definitely a
his
yeah.
story to the people is becomes more believable to them. You understand what I'm
Because you
saying?
because we don't know what it looks like in Canada. So
Because like
because we
most
don't know
people,
what it looks like in Canada, we're gonna
but
be like,
now,
I don't know.
when you hear now, but when you hear Tory Lanez singing rap, nobody has a problem with that.
Oh, brother.
Nobody has a problem with him singing and rapping because when they hear him rap, they know he the real deal. They
I'm
know
not
it.
talking about Tory Lanez on broadcast.
Why not? I don't give
Why
a fuck. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
I'm
Why?
not.
What? Oh,
We
no, don't
talked
go
about
there.
that. We had a
We
show
definitely
on that
talked about it.
shit already.
We had a
Yeah, we
whole
had a
show
show
on
on that
that.
shit. We
Yeah, we
don't.
definitely had a whole show
Yeah,
on that.
like
Oh no, no, not
fuck
because
out
of
of
that.
here.
I don't care about Megan Thee Stallion and all of that. I just personally not gonna defend Tory Lanez or say that he's better than Drake. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
we just saying
That's
like
not.
in hip hop,
Nah,
like
you bugging.
because
You know he
no,
better than Drake. You know
Tory
that.
Lanez
Better
is
than
Don't
Drake
do
definitely
in
that.
hip hop.
what?
Don't do that. You know
Better
he
than Drake at what?
Oh,
Drake
Alright.
don't even have the kind of bars Tory got. Like
Tristan!
he
Yeah,
don't.
this is a little
You don't.
crazy.
You know that.
you
Tristan!
talking about bars?
You talking
Talking
about
about
like
bars?
we could go right now and go pull up Sirius Satellite and go listen to him on Sway when he ripped it down for hours freestyling. When has Drake ever done that? When? I'm
Well, he
waiting.
doesn't have to. He's an
No,
international pop
if
star.
you fucking if you saying you saying he's a better MC than this dude, show me the proof because he's never done that shit. He's never went on nowhere and ripped that shit down. This man has done that numerous times, and still come back singing shit, and still niggas ain't got no problem with him. But here they got a problem with this with the Drake kid. They got a problem with him. Like hip hop, and it's a hip hop thing really, because again,
Yeah,
he can people questioning if he writing his shit. So that's always a stigma right there. Once that came out, it's like it never goes away. Cause people like, nah, so what? You got people writing. If they write your songs, they probably write your raps. That's how niggas look at shit. That's just the truth. They don't look at it like, nah, he don't write. Once dude said he wrote for him, it was like, oh shit, and you know what I mean? It killed it. But the dude, you know what I'm saying? She can tell you. I've always asked the same question. When Son just gonna give us an album with no singing and just rip that shit? Like just give us where's this classic moment at? Where's the classic MC moment at? To be this dude in hip hop. You're a great entertainer, you're a great pop entertainer. But when we start talking about this shit that the culture of ours in this hip hop shit, that's where we gotta start drawing the line. Because
Ja Rule.
now
Ja
the
Rule
line
sings.
Ja Rule can rap. We got proof of that. We know he can
I know.
rap.
Well,
We
I'm
know he
throwing
got
out people that
bars.
sing and rap. I'm just
I'm
saying
just saying
singing and
that
rap dudes.
the nigga Drake singing rap. He's singing rap. He do it just like
Is
and
he
all
better
them
than
other.
Ja Rule? Is
He
he
could
better than Ja
he could
Rule?
probably sing better than Ja Rule, but I don't know if he got the bars for Ja Rule. You know what I mean? You know who
Right.
Ja is. Ja was when
I know
from
Ja
back
got
when
hits.
from Mike Geronimo and them niggas days when he was rapping the Murdergram and all that shit.
No, I
Like
know Ja Rule got
we
hits
know
too.
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
But he's more known for his singing hits though. Ja now. He ain't known for that. He ain't known. That's not how he you know what I mean? He ain't known for that shit. He more
Well,
known
I
for
know
with that
Drake
shit.
from singing. I know Drake from singing more than I do rapping.
Exactly.
So
We know him for singing.
that's comparable.
But we never seen this nigga do it. We never seen him rip it. When he gonna rip it, son? When he gonna
I
rip
don't.
that shit?
I don't
Like you
know. I
can't,
mean,
you can't just sit above the fray and talk like you this nigga and you got the bars and you ain't never showing them. You ain't showing them shits to the people. Like niggas want to hear you, my nigga. Like I ain't gonna front though. When he was battling the Kendrick nigga, I'ma keep it a buck. He was on his ass. He was giving it to him. Like I don't give
he
a fuck
was.
what nobody say. I don't care what these niggas say. He was giving that man the business until he dropped Not Like Us. And Not Like Us just went to just went like pew, that shit just went out the world on this shit. Like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? Like and people, there's people who like the song, and then there's people who just like, yo, that shit, I don't understand this shit. I'm not trying to really. It was they didn't see it like how other people seen it. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know what I'm saying? Again, is Drake a visitor? I don't know. I wouldn't say he's a visitor, but I did find it kind of interesting when someone said he was a fan of the culture and he wasn't a product of the culture. I kind of that made me look at it and think about it some more than if he was a visitor. I don't believe he's a visitor to the culture, but a fan, he definitely loves the culture. He definitely, I can see that more.